Welcome everyone. Today we are making a tier list for land maps. Now this is end of the March. We're on Saturday when I'm making this video, and I did not check what was my last tier list. To be honest with all of you who are listening or watching right now, so I'm gonna make this tier list as how I see the games are playing out today. So let's start with one civilization that I'm pretty sure I put into the same tier last time as well. I hope I did. But it was Tughlaq. I think Tughlaq is not a best civilization. Uh, Even like 3-4 months ago, I said Tughlaq is nice. It's not like insanely broken. It's good. It's balanced. I think. I don't think Tughlaq need any kind of changes. The sieve on itself is really nice. Maybe the spring-gold elephants need to be changed on some ways, but a little bit, here or there. But the civilization on itself, it plays out insanely differently compared to Delhi, because this civilization is more like a macro civilization or a hybrid, perfect hybrid water macro civilization. Meanwhile, Delhi is like an aggressive, strong civilization. Next one, English. I think English is not as bad as people are thinking about English. English has one strong, straight style that they can do, and it's really, really nice. I played against B on one tournament, and I beat his China with that one straight English style. And also, there was a tournament recently where I played against Nasu Creator, who played the French, and I also win with that one English style, which also I made a build order guide on my YouTube channel as well. If you check how I play English in 2026, so if you watch that guide or that style helped me to beat really, really good players. Next one is gonna be Rus. I think Rus right now is not horrible, not good. It's like fine. It's just like English. You can win games with Rus, but you know why Rus is not that amazing currently? I think it's because of the map pool. So what I'm doing right now, we are talking about rank 1 versus 1 land, right? So I think the only reason why Rus is not that great is actually because of the map pool. I think Rus is not a bad civilization, but if you put like, I think Carmel, the map, where there is like 25 deer, I think you're gonna face Rus only. Like Rus, non-stop Rus. Or any map that has a lot of sheep, a lot of wood, but especially wood. I think people playing Rus on prairie as well because the crazy amount of sheep. So yeah, and also because limited wood line, and Rus is really good of increasing the amount of wood. But also Tughlaq is good there, and China good, and Zushi. So Rus is not crazily bad, or it's like not horrible, but it's not as great as it used to be. And is this a problem, like you may ask? Like, is this a problem that Rus is not broken anymore? I don't think so. I think it's perfectly fine, like perfectly fine. Okay, next one gonna be Order of the Damned. Now this is gonna be controversial, and people are gonna throw dirt at me, like why I'm putting OOTD into that tier. Meanwhile, every other streamer or pro player didn't put OOTD that high. Because we are in a knight meta, OOTD is perfectly good against knights, right? Their spearman is insanely strong, like compared to a normal spearman. They destroy knights. Like one OOTD spearman can do something that one, let's say, English spearman can do, or HRE spearman can do, because how strong they OOTD spearman has armor as well. It has insane damage, and the burger of OOTD is very, very strong to make spearmans only out, or Manaton, or even Landsknecht as well. So they can mess spearmen very, very easily, and their knights are very, very strong as well, and villagers are very, very nice as well. So when someone puts OOTD very, very low on their tier list, I think the reason why they are doing that because they don't really understand, or they don't wish to play OOTD, or they just didn't spend enough time to realize the civilization. Another civilization I'm gonna put into A tier is actually gonna be Knights Templar. I think Knights Templar the more and more people are playing, the more they understand the civilization is not as horrible. Even though you are locked into one style, that doesn't mean the civilization is bad. But you're asking me what is one style? It's like making only hospitaller in feudal, going into hospitaller. Then you can go into either journeys, heavy spearmen, or janitors. That's fine. And H3 is also like a lot of style can be unlocked, but their feudal offers you only one style. I have tried multiple times to go with the French knights, but they are just so horrible. Like, it's absolutely crazy how horrible the Knights Templar Knights. Like, it's actually horrible. So I hope they're gonna change it. They're gonna make it stronger. Just do something with those knights, because they're just bad. Like, I even lost a tournament game recently because I went up with my own French knights, the French age up, against a French player, and my knights were not even close. So I had 2 times more knight compared to my opponent, and my knights were not doing anything. After a successful charge with all my knights, they were just dying left and right. So also, they cannot fight like Ghazi Raiders or Sipai or even normal horsemen with some extra damage. So they are dying to everything. But they have a straight play with Hospitaller and 2TC. Or even Hospitaller 1TC aggression. They are insanely good with that. Then, let's put at least 2 civilizations now to SP tier. One of them is gonna be French. Well, because we are a knight meta, French is pretty much picked and won insane amount of games on tournaments. The reason behind that, because you can bait out the spearman brace, which is so stupid. I hate that. So you can bait out the spearman brace. I hope the devs will fix that. Sorry, but I'm gonna call that. I hope that the devs fix that, because the fact that nobody thinks that's a bug abuse of doing the thing that you know, the spearman brace just comes in, but you don't charge into the spearman, and people that think that's not a bug, but people think pulling out the villagers of a building and torch down a ram and putting back them at the same time into the building is a bug. It's crazy, right? I honestly think the French, or I mean the knight charging into the spearman and they are charging successfully, that's so stupid. That need to be changed. That's the only reason why the spearman feels like insanely horrible against knight. So I hope they're gonna do something in the spearman. I do not wish to see the spearman to be removed from the game at all, but knights are very, very annoying right now. Then we have Sengoku Daimyo, the most broken civilization in the game right now, with their knight again. And we have Japanese, who has mounted samurais just like Sengoku Daimyo. But fun fact, Sengoku Daimyo can beat Japanese knights. Okay, so that's crazy. So the child civilization, we can say the child civilization has stronger knights than the main civilization, is insane. But again, on the same page, why the Japanese civilization is based on cavalry? Devs, can we fix this? Like, Japan was never about cavalry. They were all about infantry. Like, I literally spent 4 hours to like just to get understand where the idea came from to make Japanese into a cavalry civilization. And I just realized it came from Age of Empires 2, because in Age of Empires 2, their cavalry is also insanely strong. But I don't think we need to follow Age of Empires 2 in that case. I think Japanese and Sengoku should be an infantry civilization rather than giving them cheap and insanely strong knights. Then we have China. China, why I'm putting China into S tier? Because they can make, they can go pro scout without a problem. They make archer, horseman, or archer spearman in feudal. They just protect the pro scout, and after that they go to castle and make archer knights. And China does that insanely well, even though lower league players can't really execute this. So if you check China win rates on ranked ladder on lower league, you are seeing it's very very bad, right? And you are thinking, why is it so bad? Why lower league players can't play China? Because for them it's a little bit complicated to play anything else, right? So a lower league player wish to play different style than pro scouting. So sorry. Sorry. So Chinese players, why the pro players are good, why the pro players are strong with China, because they can do the pro scout perfectly well. Lower league players, they try to do other stuff than the pro scout, that doesn't work. China, the only reason China is broken is with the pro scout, nothing else. And their age up timings and etc. etc. Their hand cannoneers in Imperial, right? Grenadiers are pretty good, fire lancers are pretty good. So there are other things as well later in the game, but early on is because the pro scout. Then we have Mongols, which I'm gonna put into D tier. I think Mongols got like crazy amount of nerf, but they didn't really get into the game anymore. Meanwhile, if we talk about Ottomans, that I'm gonna put into S tier because Ottoman deserving to be an S tier civilization. So what is the difference between Mongol and Ottoman? So I played against Ottoman as a Mongol player on a tournament. I played against B. So when we hit the 10 or 11 minute mark, he had double the amount of army than I did. Why? Because I couldn't outmass him. There was literally no way. The Uwu doesn't generate as much of a resource as a military school, because he had 2 military school. Maybe he even built the third one at 10, 11 minutes already. But his military school was generating more resource than my Uwu generating stone, right? Because 2 military school can easily give him 120, 130, something like that, resource per minute. Meanwhile, Uwu, I think, gives you like 70, 80 stone per minute in feudal. I don't think it's 90, maybe it's 80, or maybe it's 80, 90 stone per minute, which is not even close to Ottoman 2 military school. Maybe at the time he had 3 military school, which is 180 resources per minute. So that's crazy. Sipai is insanely strong. Sipais are still insanely strong. Even though they got a little bit nerf on their HP, their DPS is still huge. They have really good units as like Janissaries that can be summoned in feudal as well. Then a matter that gives them aura non-stop. Meanwhile, the Khan gives you for like just a few seconds. Then what else is there? It gets just a little bit of something that will be fine. Or I'm not sure. Like Deerstone Khan Hunter is not as crazy anymore because Mangurai got nerfed, right? And the reason why Deerstone was so good is because the Khan Hunters. Next one, Byzantine. Byzantine also joins into the rank of S tier. The reason behind that, because of mercenaries, Cataphracts, Lombo, Limitai, their unique ram, cisterns. So the fact that they can increase their economy like insane, left and right, that's just huge. They can get up to 28%. I think it's either 24 or 28% extra gathering speed. Like they are already getting it starting in the Dark Age. They are getting extra gathering gathering resources, aura kind of stuff in Dark Age. And also you can make your villagers into a mini spearman with the Akritoid defense. So that's something to talk about as well. So Byzantine has like crazy amount of stuff. Mangana Towers, Cataphracts in H3, Lombos, insanely strong spearman, horseman that gives gold when you kill villagers, trebuchet with fire. So crazy amount of stuff with the Byzantine, and their age up time with army is insane. Since you don't need to make archers, or you don't need to make archer counter, you can go javelin thrower, or you can go what is that? You can go camel, javelin thrower camel, if you want to play against French. And that you can literally counter French with just going javelin thrower, and in the castle age you make camels. Then we have Ayubid and Abbasid. I think both civilizations are insanely good. Both of them because of their camels, but they're different playstyle. Like maybe Ayubid is even S tier since they can counter most of the cavalry civilization, right? They can easily counter the cavalry civilization, and their manjanic. The manjanic is so insanely toxic. It's crazy. Like the manjanics are insanely toxic. Then Abbasid, I think going multiple TC or feudal aggression or something like that with Abbasid is insanely strong. I just recently lost with China against Abbasid, and I was so confused. Like, how did I lose with China against Abbasid? And it's just so weird to think about it. But the reason behind that is because the military wing that gives you enough tempo to have map control, and after that to get to Castle Age. I think that was the reason why I lost with China. Even though that doesn't make the Abbasids stronger than China, it means that I faced something that I never faced before, right? And it worked, and it's crazy. Then let's see, next civilization we're gonna talk about is gonna be Jeanne d'Arc. I think Jeanne d'Arc is a fine civilization. It's not insanely good. I hope there's gonna be a Jeanne d'Arc rework or something in the future. That would be lovely. But right now, Jeanne d'Arc is just a budget French. Like, there is nothing to talk, a lot to talk about Jeanne d'Arc. It's a budget French. It's good, but not great. Then we have Macedonians, and why do I put Macedonians into A tier? The reason why I'm putting Macedonians into A tier because they are the ace of A tier. I think they are good, but they are not that insanely crazy. Their upgrades are fine, but lack of university upgrades in Imperial hurts them a lot. Also, the fact that they need to spend silver for their units from the landmark, again, hurts them a lot. Because if you spend silver from your H4 landmark, then you can't get upgrades anymore. You just can't get upgrades, which means you will never unlock the best possibility of your units, right? You will stuck behind of making French bombard or making cutterfrogs out of your H4 landmark. Macedonians are good, they are fine, but are they S tier? Hell no. Hell no. House of Lancaster, I think they can join easily into the B tier. And why are they B tier? The reason behind it is very, very simple. Lord got nerfed. Their other feudal landmark doesn't work. White Tower is the only way to go. And I think I've seen House of Lancaster playing only Berkshire every goddamn game. So House of Lancaster got an insane amount of nerf. But the biggest problem I had with House of Lancaster is their manor. Their manor is instantly good for the first 10 minutes of the game, and after it is just horrible. Like, you need to spend crazy amount of resource, and then the manor doesn't give you... I don't know, like, I don't know why we had to rework the manors. All that had to be done is to limit the manor on each age. Like, why did we had to rework completely the manors? It was perfectly fine. Like, listen, the Lancaster Castle and the lords were on the same strength. People just didn't made the Lancaster lords because they did not understand how strong they are actually, right? So the balance between the two feudal landmarks was good. But then they nerfed Lancaster Castle like 8 times already. They haven't touched lords, and they suddenly realized, oh my god, actually lords are broken, right? Because nobody built the lords, because nobody give a goddamn about lords. But they were broken at the time as well. The people just didn't wake up to realize their lords were broken. So they all had to do, in my honest opinion, is to stay with the manor. Just limit how many you can build on each age. And And I think lords would be fine as well. Because then why the lords became even better, right? You are asking me why the lords became even stronger. Because they become stronger, by the way. Because they nerfed the Lancaster castle, but they made the manors 3 times stronger in the feudal age. So that means one manor was enough to have the same strength as 3 manors for 10 minutes. And that's why the Lord of the Lancaster push got better and stronger. And that's the reason. Golden Horde, I think they are a fine, good civilization. I don't think Golden Horde is that crazily strong, like it deserves to be S or S plus tier. I think they are fine. They just need to fix a little bug that have with the reinforcement, and they need to make the Ram Bridgehead upgrade to be viable. Then we have HRE and Zushi. Currently, I think HRE and Zushi is not even close in the power level compared to the other civilizations we have. I played Zushi and HRE multiple times now in tournament. I tried different style, 2TC, Fast Castle, etc., etc., all the style with both civilization in a tournament. And the tournament civilization was, the other civilizations were just way much better. That I always shake my head and like, I don't understand what I'm doing. Like, I picked HR and Zushi and I thought they are insanely strong, they are insanely good. I feel the same on ranked land as well. But I don't want to spoil anything. But I think Zushi, it should be better or good. But I'm pretty sure this tier list will change a lot in the next season with some civilization. So right now, that's how I feel about Zushi and HRE, because they're like okay. I do honestly feel like OTD is much stronger than HRE currently. Then we have Malian, which is really good, really strong. And we have Delhi, which is like, I think it's fine. Is Delhi better than French? I don't think so. I think Delhi is fine, but I don't think French is stronger. I'm sorry, I don't think Delhi is stronger than French actually. Even though people might think that, well, French is better than that, I don't think so. I think Delhi is a fine balanced state right now. Like, I really don't want to put Delhi into S tier, but I think it's a really fine state where they are. And I hope that will not make the like crazy changes with Delhi, because well, there's gonna be proof that people can reach top 1 by playing only Delhi. That's for sure. So this is my honest tier list for March, end of the March, and I'm 100% sure when the next season launches, there's gonna be a huge change. Like, it's gonna be, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be crazy. And some civs will go down and some civs go higher. But currently, that's what we have. And let's see the map pool as well we're gonna get. Alright, thank you so much for listening and see you guys.